Hi guys, EBPMAN with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to take a review and unboxing of a case for the Samsung Galaxy S5, and it's a very popular case. It's from Otterbox. Otterbox cases are known in the industry because of their durability. They really withstand drops. They're good especially if you work in construction or in any kind of situation where you want the ultimate protection for your phone. The Defender series comes with two components. One thing that you have is your actual case for your phone, and that case is made up of a couple components. What you have is a protective screen protector that goes on top of your screen, right, protecting the screen. And then what you have is a hard shell case that goes all the way around it. We'll go ahead and open this up so you can see what's behind the actual case. So what you have is this rubber shell that goes all the way around. As you can see right there, there's your rubber shell. You then have this high impact resistant plastic that your phone will actually fit in. So we'll go ahead and take this off so you can see what that looks like on the inside. So here's your screen protector, and then what you have is this protective shell also for the back. So you're basically what you do is you place your phone here, you kind of lock it up or seal it up with this protective screen protector, and then it actually goes into this rubber casing. And as you can see right there, it's a very thick rubber case that's really going to protect your investment, especially if you're the type of person that buys your phone straight out and like trading up or buying a new phone. In addition to having these three components, which we'll see how it fits on the phone in a couple seconds, you have this heavy-duty actual holster for your phone, and it is it does rotate, so you have the ability to rotate in different directions, as you can see right there. Right. It has the clasp itself. You'll notice that it has a groove for your belt, so you won't worry about the if you bend down, the actual belt holder coming off, because you have that level of protection that you have right there. The other thing that it does is that it serves as a stand. You notice what I just did right there. So you see your actual clip, and it has this little notch here where you can just push it up and it snaps in that position. So if you want to be able to put your phone so you can watch something, it will stand up just like that. So it's a multi-purpose. Not only is it a belt holster, but it's also a stand. So let's take a look at how the actual phone fits in the case, and then other aspects of the actual holster as we clip the phone to it. So here I have my Samsung Galaxy S5, and I'm just going to go ahead and place it just like this on the phone. You notice? Put it in the case just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to proceed to place the actual screen protector on top of it. What you'll want to do is make sure that you don't have any dust, because obviously that will come through. You'll notice that right here I have, let's make sure that's clear, it has some little locking areas that all you have to do is just snap it as you go around, and that will snap in nicely. You'll hear it as it's locking. So I've gone around, I've pressed all the corners just like this, and everything is snapped in place. My fingerprint scanner is still accessible. You'll see that right there. See? So this is exposed, and don't forget, since your Samsung Galaxy S5 is waterproof up to 1.5, or actually up to 1 meter, you won't have any problem with water when it comes to this phone. But what you're doing here is really giving it the ultimate protection just in case you drop it. So what we're going to do now is we are going to put the rubber case around it. So this is the second piece. Let me do it this way. Start with the bottom here. Start right there, and then what I'm going to do is just go around and then just do it just like this until it kind of falls into each one of the grooves. So just pull it up, and again, the first time when you put on these cases, it is I'm not going to say it's the easiest case to put on, but you're not going to be putting it on and taking it off all the time. So once you get it in and you just work your way around as I'm doing right here, you should be fine. So we get that nicely placed all the way around. Make sure that that looks good. And now, as you can see, here is the Otterbox case on the phone. And really, as I've shown some other cases, there are cases that have some depth, so you don't have to worry about placing your phone on a wet surface like that. But this one, being an Otterbox, has an enormous amount of depth here protecting your phone. The screen is going to be still very responsive, even though it has a screen protector, so don't worry about it. And if we were to look at some of the cutouts and everything that's going on around, let me close this up so that we can see how that looks when it's closed. Okay, so now I went ahead and closed that. So first of all, if we go around, you'll notice that for the fingerprint sensor, they've given you some nice space here. So it has this kind of angle groove so that you can put your finger here and still use your fingerprint sensor. You can do it in either way, but that's nice. There's some really good depth there. So if you look at that, we'll try to make sure that it's in focus. Really, your camera is not going to touch anything. So no problem with that in that area either. If we go around and look at all the different aspects of the actual case, you have your power button here and it's nice and protected. You have your volume rocker on this side here. On the bottom, you still have accessibility to your actual port. Your pinhole mic is still accessible, so that's not covered up. And I could easily put my finger in here and flip this up with no problems. The back, nice depth again right there, so you can see how deep that is for your speaker. On the top, my IR blaster is still accessible, and then it does have this protective cover here for your headphone jack, and all you have to do is just pull it out like that and you can see your headphone jack. So I'll go ahead and all you do is you tuck it in. It's not the easiest case that I've used when it comes to sealing it, but once it's sealed, you'll notice that it does seal well and you don't really have to worry about anything coming out. So all the buttons are really accessible, and as you can see, I was able to rather easily turn it on. If I turn it on again using that button, and if I were to swipe using my fingerprint was not impaired at all when I did that. And you'll notice that as I move to the left or to the right, it's really not the screen protector that the phone has that's embedded with this case doesn't interfere at all when it comes to actually using your phone. So we'll go ahead and turn this off. Now with the case, as I mentioned, you'll notice that there's these grooves here, right? These little locks that you have on each side, and that's designed to fit right here. Let's see if we can make sure that comes up right there in the video. Let's see that right there. So you could place your phone like this, and this is going to lock into that area right there. I can flip it around if I'd like. Open it up, do it the other way, right? And you notice how that went ahead and snapped. It's not going to come out. It's really secure in that area. Now, the other thing I can do is, again, because I may want to view something, I could put it the opposite way, right? So I could just pull this up a little bit. And now my phone is in the case, or is in the actual holster, just like this as well. And then I can use this aspect where I push this up so that I have the lock, and then I can use it as a stand so I can watch something. If I want to remove it, all I do is I push this like this and back into that position. So really what you can do is, with this holster, you could hold your phone on your belt in this position or in this position, and once it gets in, it is tough. So you don't have to worry about it falling out, but you could either have it facing out or you could have it facing in, and it all really depends on what your preference is. So that was a quick review of the Otterbox case. It's a Defender series for the Samsung Galaxy S5. This is really a heavy-duty case. If you really don't mind the extra thickness that it brings to your experience using the Samsung Galaxy S5, let's say you're a construction worker or someone that works in an area that there's hazardous materials, or just you're really concerned about protecting your phone, this is the ultimate case when it comes to protecting it from any scratches, dings, or scrapes. If you have any comments or questions, leave them on the YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and share.